Hey, what's up, Dylan? This is a quick demo video for you for your Canon Y Scrapflex by some company that doesn't even exist anymore, Dembek Relics. Dembek Relics is your company for anybody watching this that doesn't know. I'm just fucking around with Dylan, or messing around with Dylan. I had originally done this guy about, I don't know, over 2 years ago. I did it with a CFX, and this was the original chassis that I'd done. Back then, this was a time where I was just trying to teach myself how to make chassis. There weren't any tutorials out there to follow, and I really thought I was doing something cool back then with this guy, with these exposed wires, the CFX board up here, if I can focus in on it. Yeah, so you sent me this for an upgrade. So what we did is we upgraded it to a Proffie. We also put this Suba on it. So you sent me the Suba from the custom Saber shop. I went ahead, just dulled it up a little bit for you with some aluminum black. All right, not too much, just so it would match the Saber. Top and bottom, obviously, right? Still a 2-button setup, so your 2 switches right here, your top switch is still going to be your power. Your bottom switch over here will still be your auxiliary. All right, I've got your blade plug in here for now, but we'll take that out here in a second. When you get to your chassis, just unscrew the handle. So you've already seen the pictures of this, a little bit different than what you had before. All right, we'll take that off, and then this is what your chassis looks like. So you got a Proffie board right here. It is a snap fit down into the shelf. It's a very tight snap fit. You don't have to lift it up. If you ever want to make any changes, you can get to your SD card and your micro USB slot from right here. So you don't need to lift the board. All right. If you look right in front of the board, you have a kill switch. And then, of course, over on this side, I gave you an OLED screen. It does say Dembek Relics over here in Arabic on top, and then Solo Sabers over here on the bottom. I gave you a brand new 28mm Smokers Outpost Elite speaker. Of course, this is the old one. All right. I did not reuse any parts. You've got a removable battery setup. This time I hid the wires, which is something I typically do now. I did put you a little marble in here, a cracked marble. When I posted a video on my Facebook page yesterday about how to do this, it brought all of the glass and marble aficionados out of the woodwork, and 3 or 4 people had a real issue with it. So let me tell you guys, when I put those cracks in it, yes, you're breaking the marble, right? Because that's what cracks are. They're fractures in the marble so that the light just refracts better and it looks cooler. Do that at your own risk. If you feel like doing it, great, go for it. I can tell you I've been doing these to these marbles and to quartz crystals. I do it the same way. Hundreds of builds, never had a problem. All right, so if you want to do it, give it a shot, go ahead. If you don't, but do it at your own risk. All right, I'm not the quartz and marble guy. I was just trying to give somebody some pointers on how to make something cool. So when we light that up, you'll see it. A little hard to see on camera right now, but you can see how it's all cracked there. All right, I do have an 11 pixel PCB right behind it, so you get a little bit of circular motion there. You've got a 9 pixel accent strip right here, so just some added blinkies in the chassis, and that's pretty much what we've got. It is a static chassis, so this is going to be your chassis retention screw. You should never unscrew that guy. All right, let's throw a battery in this guy. Please remember, as always, spring side, negative side. All right, that battery will clip in there nice and tough, and then we come over here and flip the kill switch. So you've got my boot up there on the OLED screen. You can see your animation here in your LED strip, and then of course your marble. It is going in a circular motion. It's just so bright that on camera it is hard to see it. All right, but they are on a timer, so if you don't turn this on right away just like that, they'll all time out so they don't kill your battery. But we can come over here and hit power. This will do something different when the Saber's on, as with the marble as well. All right, and then you've got, of course, this animation right here for when the Saber's on. All right, and then you've got twist off. This Saber is super loud. We'll go ahead and we'll put the handle on it. Twist it all the way on. Lock it down. And then come over here and hit power. With this handle on, this saber screams. So you still retain your shine through, of course, here. A little bit right here with your blade plug as well. That's what I wanted to show you. All right. So we'll turn it off. This is your blade retention, which is really cool. Your blade plug will fall out. Go ahead and pull it out. You got plenty of blade depth. I would say probably with, well, definitely with this Suba that we put on, you've got a little bit more blade depth than you had before. All right, so it still takes a 1-inch diameter blade. So we'll put our blade in, lock it down. It is set up for a full-length blade. I'm just using my test blade because it's easier to show on camera. But when we lock that blade down, you know, you got a nice fully lit blade. Auxiliary. So blaster bolt deflex is tapping the auxiliary. If you want blade lock up, hold the button down and hit the saber. When the saber is vertical, you'll see it right here. And then as you go horizontal, it moves towards the middle of the blade. All right, this it is extremely loud. To play your soundtrack, do a long press on the power when the saber's off. Alright, and the same thing, you turn it off, do another long press. And that turns it off. For now, you just have my sound font on here. I will shoot you a copy of the config file that I use, so when you put more sound fonts on, you can use that config that I used. It is wired in order. So you'll see that one sound font, this one has 3 blade styles. The first one is going to be your blade. The second one is going to be your marble. And the third and final blade style that you'll see will be that 9-pixel accent strip. All right. So when we're done with this guy, we'll just go ahead and take our blade out. So we'll unscrew that. I'm going to put your blade plug back in so I don't forget it. Come over here and unscrew our handle. I'll show you that the kill switch works too. All right, so again, we'll come over here and hit power. And then flip it off from right here, and it kills everything like it should. Now, when you go to take this out, you'll probably need a tool because that battery's in there pretty tough. So just come over here and pop it out from the positive side by the speaker, and it will come right out for you. All right, but that is basically your scrap redone. I hope that you like the way it came out. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will get this out in the mail to you tomorrow. Thanks, Dylan.